It's Joe Crump. Okay, next question. I just can't seem to find any good deals. Can you show me how to find the best deals on a regular basis rather than one every few months? Well, if all you're looking for is properties that are 50% loan to value, those properties exist and they're out there. But most of the time, what I find is the ones that are really substantially under market value are in war zones. They're in areas that you don't really want to go to, you wouldn't live in, and they're also in properties that are in terrible condition. So they're going to take a lot of rehab. Now, you can make money on those deals. You can make a lot of money on those deals, but rather than working in those areas, why not work with deals in better areas, with deals that maybe don't have quite as big a discount, but can still make you money, but make it possible for you to do multiple deals. So you're doing lots of deals. Instead of doing one deal every 4, 5, 6 months, you're going to do 5 deals a month. You're going to do 10 deals a month. And you're just going to keep flipping those properties and having the money coming in all the time. And the way you do that is by using the marketing that I'm teaching to bring in buyers and sellers. Building lists of buyers and sellers and investors is a vital part of the stuff that I teach. You've got to automate the process to make it easy and to make it something that you can manage. You've got to build databases, you've got to use autoresponders, and you can do all that stuff with the stuff that is in this program. But learn how to make all that happen. Anyway, to find good deals, I mean, there's a lot of people that are going out there and they're looking at the pre-foreclosures listings that are out there. There's money that to be made in pre-foreclosures, and a lot of the deals that we end up doing are pre-foreclosures, but we don't go to the lists and ask them to sell their house. What we do is we advertise in places where we know they're at and have them come to us. When they come to us, life gets a lot more fun, a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful. You don't have to worry about them hanging up the phone on you. In fact, they're calling and asking for you for help. So you can make them an offer and do good things for them and good things, putting good things out into the world. So there's lots of deals out there. There's a lot more deals out there than you can possibly realize. The competition is much lower than you can imagine. If you get on the phone, get in the newspaper and look for the I Buy Homes ads that are in the newspaper. There's probably half a dozen. I know last time I checked Atlanta, they had 30 of them in there. We buy homes, pay for cash, all those things. If you go through those lists and you call 10 of them, and you tell those people, you just tell them, hey, I got a hot property for sale, I'm desperate, I really got to sell this thing quick, would you please give me a call and make me an offer on my property? 1 in 10 of those guys is going to call you back. I know you don't believe me, but try it. Try it and see if it doesn't happen. These people are not calling back. They're spending a lot of money on these ads. You run an ad in a paper for a week and cost you $400. In Atlanta, if it's 7 or 8 lines, you can run ads where they're spending $400 or $500 a month on a regular basis. You'll see the same ads all the time, but they don't respond to the calls when you call them. Why is that? I mean, they're just throwing money away. But what that tells me is they don't really know what they're doing. They're wasting money. They're trying ideas. Maybe they've read a book here, or they've read a technique there, or they saw other people doing it, and they thought, oh, let's try it. Let's see if I can get any good deals. And what they're seeing when people are calling them, they're not getting any good deals. They're not getting the 50% under market value properties that they thought they were going to get when they ran these ads. That some teacher told them that they were going to get, some book they told them they were going to get when they run these ads. What they're getting instead are deals with people that have mortgages that are very high or close to market value. That they can't sell their property. They don't have a realtor. They don't know how to sell their property. But those are people that we can help. We can go out and make $5,000, $15,000 on people that are in those situations, even though they don't have much equity in the property, by using the structures and by using the techniques that I'm teaching, using marketing, using technology, using things that are a benefit to the person who's selling the property. One of the things that's very important to me is that you benefit the people that you're helping, whether it's a buyer or a seller, that you're doing it in an honorable, ethical way that is going to be, you're not ripping off some old lady from her inheritance to her kids. You're actually doing something that's going to help these people out of a difficult situation. And difficult is, there's a lot of different descriptions of what a difficult situation is. What you think may be painful may be very painful may not be painful, may be very painful for somebody else. You know, you may think, oh, it's just divorces and, you know, deaths and things like that. Well, it's not just those things. We had a situation once where a woman, she had an ex-boyfriend who lived across the street, and her ex-boyfriend got a new girlfriend, and she had to watch them walk in and out of the house every day, and she couldn't stand it. She had to move, and she needed to sell that property. She was very grateful to us when we were able to take that property off her hands, and she didn't have to screw up her credit to walk away from that property because she couldn't have sold it any other way. Hopefully that answers the question.